There is one great myth that humanity has carefully passed down from generation to generation, like a treasured family heirloom. Cats are indifferent, selfish creatures that bond not with people, but with places. Dogs love their owners, the saying goes, while cats love the sofa. A beautiful theory, one that science categorically disagrees with. Research from the University of Oregon, published in 2019, turned everything upside down. Scientists discovered that cats form the same types of attachment with humans that infants form with their mothers. 70% of cats demonstrated what is known as secure attachment. They felt calm in the presence of their owner and showed clear signs of distress in their absence. 70%! That is not indifference. That is love simply written in a different language. And here lies the central problem. We do not know this language. A cat does not wag its tail or leap at your neck with a joyful bark. It speaks quietly, subtly, almost in a whisper. And if you do not know what to look for, you simply fail to notice how deeply attached it is to you. Let us fix that right now. Sign 1. The slow blink. Imagine, you are sitting in a room and your cat has settled across from you, holding a long, unblinking gaze. Then slowly, almost solemnly, it closes its eyes and opens them again. And again. And again. In the world of cats, a direct, fixed stare is a threat. It is how they look at a rival before a fight. But the slow blink is something entirely opposite. It is the deliberate lowering of a defensive barrier. The cat is telling you, I trust you enough to close my eyes in your presence. It is an acknowledgement of the highest level of trust. Try responding in kind, blink back, slowly. Research shows that cats react positively to this and are more likely to approach a person who speaks their language. Sign 2. She brings you gifts. One morning you wake up and find a dead mouse by your pillow, or a toy, or a sock stolen from the laundry basket. The first reaction is horror and disgust. The correct reaction is pride. Cats are hunters. And when a hunter brings prey back to the pride, it is not a random act or a provocation. It is care. It is the cat thinking, my human doesn't seem very good at hunting. I'd better help. She is sharing the most valuable thing she has, the result of her hunt. If your cat regularly brings you such gifts, she considers you part of her family, her tribe. And this is one of the most eloquent signs of attachment a cat can show. Sign 3. She shows you her belly. A cat's belly is sacred. It houses all the vital organs, and to expose them to another creature is to demonstrate absolute vulnerability. Cats in the wild never roll onto their backs in front of beings they do not trust. When your cat drops in front of you, limbs spread wide, belly on full display, she is not necessarily asking you to touch it. This is an important distinction. Many cats cannot stand having their bellies stroked, despite the dramatic presentation. She is saying, I feel completely safe with you. It is a gesture of supreme trust, one cats reserve only for those they truly love. Sign 4. She headbutts you. In the scientific world, this is called bunting. The cat deliberately presses her forehead, cheeks, or chin against your hands, legs, or face. And behind it lies something far greater than simple affection. On a cat's head, around the cheeks, forehead, and behind the ears are specialized glands that produce pheromones. When a cat rubs against you, she is literally marking you with her scent. She is telling the rest of the world, this human is mine. They belong to my family. You thought you were petting the cat. In reality, the cat was marking you, inducting you into her personal pride, and declaring you her property. Take it as a compliment. Sign 5. She follows you everywhere. You get up for a glass of water, she follows you to the kitchen. You step into the bathroom, she sits outside the door. You move to the bedroom, she is already there, settling in beside you. Some people call this clingy. Cat behaviorists call it attachment. Wild cats are solitary hunters. They do not patrol territory alongside just anyone. If a cat voluntarily follows you from room to room, It means your presence is a source of comfort and safety for her. You are not simply a housemate. You are her anchor. Sign 6. She purrs. Specifically with you. Cats know how to purr from the very moment they are born. Kittens communicate this way with their mother from the first days of life. But here is the fascinating part. Adult cats purr almost exclusively when interacting with humans. Between themselves, adult cats rarely purr at all. Scientists have discovered that domestic cats have developed a special type of purring, what is called solicitation purring, embedded within which is a high-frequency sound resembling a baby's cry. This sound instinctively moves people, compelling them to respond. Cats have literally evolved to communicate with us more effectively. When a cat purrs while lying in your arms or beside you, it is not simply a physiological reflex. It is communication. It is, I feel good with you. Sign 7. She sleeps beside you or on you. Sleep is the most vulnerable moment in any creature's life. This is precisely why wild animals so carefully choose where they rest and who they are willing to rest beside. If your cat chooses to sleep on you, on your chest, your legs, your pillow, it is not merely a matter of warmth or convenience. It is a conscious choice. She has decided that you are the safest place in her world, a place where she can fully let go and drop every defensive mechanism. It is especially telling when a cat sleeps with her back turned toward you, pressed firmly against you. Turning your back in the feline world means having absolutely no fear of attack from behind. That is the highest score of trust a cat can give. Sign 8. She makes biscuits. This rhythmic kneading motion, pressing alternating paws into a soft surface, is something kittens do while nursing. It is a reflex that stimulates milk production in the mother cat. When an adult cat makes biscuits on your stomach, your arms, your lap, it means that being with you produces the same feeling the kitten had with its mother. Absolute safety, warmth, and love. To her, you are the source of that primal, foundational comfort. It is one of the most tender gestures a cat can offer, and the fact that it sometimes hurts from the little claws, that is simply a small price to pay for a great deal of love. Sign 9. She meets you at the door. There is something extraordinarily touching about a cat who has spent the entire day pretending she could not care less, suddenly appearing at the front door the exact moment you return home. Research shows that cats are capable of anticipating their owner's return. They orient themselves by the sound of footsteps in the hallway, the noise of the lift, the familiar jingle of keys. But what matters most is this. They do it. They wait. They track your arrival, because your presence is an event to them. A tail held straight up like a flag is its own signal. This is how cats greet those they are genuinely glad to see. It is, quite literally, the feline equivalent of, I'm so happy you're home. Sign 10. She talks to you wild cats, almost never meow. They use that sound almost exclusively when communicating with kittens and occasionally during mating season. But domestic cats living with humans develop an entire vocabulary of sounds, meows, trills, chirps, directed specifically at their people. Scientists are convinced that cats have adapted their communication deliberately for humans, having understood that we respond to sound. If your cat actively talks to you, answers your words, initiates conversation, comments on what is happening, it is a sign of deep social connection. She sees you not simply as a food source, but as a genuine partner in communication. Cats do not shout about their attachment. They do not make grand gestures or post about it on social media. Their love is quiet, delicate, expressed in a million small acts that are so easy to miss if you do not know where to look. A slow blink, a warm side pressed against yours, purring at 3 in the morning, a toy mouse left at the head of your bed. None of it is accidental. None of it is coincidence. All of it is a declaration. Your cat chose you. In a world where she could keep her distance and exist entirely on her own terms, she decided to be near you. And that, perhaps, is one of the most sincere compliments it is possible to receive. Learn to read her language, and you will discover that you share your home with a creature who loves you far more deeply than you ever suspected.